And we should be live. There we go. Just making sure. Yes. As you can see by the title of today's stream, we are going to be taking the Scherbakov out for a spin. I am going to keep the stream somewhat shorter than I usually would, but it should have a decent amount of matches still with the time I plan to do. I did also just get myself the AP shells before the stream, just would be easier. Well, I don't have the expert crew yet, but I'll be working towards that. So let's just get right into it. Oh boy. I have played, I think, just one match. Ooh. Well, you can use this stream as a reference, I guess, on whether or not what vehicle you want to get. All in all, the Sherbakov isn't actually all that interesting, because it's basically a different version of the Sverdlov. I don't have the Sverdlov yet, but it's the same class of ship, but just slightly different. Yeah, because they're not premiums. They come stock.
Корабль к бою и походу приготовить. Самый полный. Право на борт.
Руль право на борту. Легкий крейсер.
Let's see, what do we have?
220.
Most likely a bunch of zombies.
Боевая тревога.
Yeah, compared with Kuchitov, yes. But I'm saying that the Sherbakov is just a Sverdlov, but slightly different. I actually need to double check what the Sverdlov exactly has. It's not Moffat zombies, it's the Hellenas, this match. I'm also being pushed from behind, but it seems to be a player, because he's slowing down. Never mind. I just slow down for that Helena there. Not necessarily more NTR, but different NTR. I should just get my bearings straight. Just wait for the Helena to pass, and I can just go full speed ahead. The main difference being these. Can I zoom in to maybe show you? These quadruple 45mm mounts across the ship, replacing some of the dual 37s. I'm not entirely sure how to quad forecraft in these BRs. But they should be pretty good guns. Also, my poor crew level with the Russian ship is going to make these ships not quite as good as it could be. Like, the rate of fire on the main guns is a good second slower just because I don't have the expert crew yet. Those are two Clevelands, aren't they? I don't. Because just I don't see the reason why, especially on cruisers, the secondaries are just not going to do... They will do damage, they'll do something, but I just... Yeah. Because as you may have noticed, I actually, every time I fire, I take the reload time to just look around, see if anything's changed, if any new targets appear. And I fear that if I use the manual secondary control thing, I'll just be tunnel visioned on the target. The only cruisers I make that exception for is the American light cruisers, because their secondaries are genuinely just like a 40% increase in damage to the primaries. Because I have so many 5-inch guns on broadside. But I think what are these guns? These are... They're 100mm, they're not going to do the most damage. And I might as well just let the AI do its thing.
Легкий крейсер. Берег 200. Дистанция 7000.
Противник сбавляет ход. Наблюдаю крен и дифферент.
Are you 6-inch cruiser? It's just the anti-air that's different, I think. I'll take a closer look again in the hangar after I'm done with this match. But I believe it's just the anti-air firepower.
Лево на борт.
Руль лево на борту. Легкий крейсер.
I think I'm gonna try and go for B.
Дистанция 6000.
If I can somehow avoid getting shot at.
Попадание.
Because I don't have parts for FP yet.
Попадание. Есть накрытие. Есть попадание.
Легкий крейсер. Берег
What is that trying to shoot at me?
7000.
Попадание.
Пробоина ниже ватерлинии.
Право руля.
Руль право.
Helena. Kinda saw that one coming really well.
80. Дистанция 7000.
Есть попадание.
Don't worry, I'll know how to deal with Helenas. It's more their own firepower that I'm kind of concerned about. Because again, I do not have FP or parts yet on this ship. We're losing guns and losing...
Осушить отсеки.
Well, getting set on fire is not ideal.
Лево руля.
Руль лево.
Трёмный круг. Распрямить крен.
The Light forces have captured a zone.
Есть поражение.
Ooh.
Цель.
I mean-
Легкий крейсер.
The thing is, this ship, the Sherbakov, is not a bad ship to have. I mean, these Russian, like late, actually modern light cruisers are just not bad ships. Just nothing special. And the Russians technically already have a 3-ship lineup at 6.
Цель. Легкий крейсер.
Берег 160. Дистанция 4000.
Есть поражение.
I do actually like getting event ships like this, because it gives me basically a free ship with which I can get RP bonuses from spading it.
Противник сбавляет ход. Наблюдаю крен и дифферент. Есть попадание.
Руль лево на борту.
So I'm never going to complain about some extra free RP. Bit more to the rear, but the thing is already sinking. He's also stationary now. There we go.
Цель утратила боеспособность. Попадание.
Цель — легкий крейсер.
Беринг 160. Дистанция 4000.
Попадание. Попадание.
Легкий крейсер.
There's one behind the rear turret that isn't destroyed yet.
Дистанция
There we
5000.
go.
Стоп, машины.
Противник сбавляет ход. Наблюдаю крен и дифферент. Опасно малая глубина прямо по курсу.
Yeah,
Есть накрытие.
it is. The zombies have really.
Беринг 160.
I don't even know if I'm still a decent naval player or not with these zombies, because I know that when I face actual humans, I just get annihilated because my positioning is just so off.
Право руля.
Let's go straight ahead. Don't need to be in a cup anymore.
Цель — легкий крейсер.
Беринг 160.
Like target prioritizing and just positioning is just so different when you're actually facing a team full of human players.
Легкий крейсер. Беринг 160. Дистанция 4000.
Лево руля.
Руль лево.
I'm falling quite a bit again, by the looks of it.
Осушить отсеки.
Попадание. Противник сбавляет ход. Наблюдаю крен и дифферент.
Трюмные группы, спрямить крен.
Попадание.
I mean, most ships have pretty damn good anti-air.
Есть поражение.
Легкий крейсер. Беринг 220.
Yeah.
Дистанция 3000.
Let me check.
Легкий крейсер.
1.96 and 6 compared to
Дистанция 4000.
probably just standard for a ship with this BR. So I'm gonna set it still from over there.
Цель — легкий крейсер.
Беринг 240. Дистанция 3000.
Well, I'll go Boston Island and just try
Все машины
thinking that
назад.
guy. Rear turrets are still off target, that's fine. Oh, that guy's already going down, I'm not gonna steal it then. Scherbakov behind me is actually taking it. Taking
Право
it.
на борт.
Руль право на борту.
Цель — легкий крейсер.
Беринг
There's something else behind that island, I think.
4000.
Brooklyn got it. And game's already over.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Yeah, there is something else behind that island, but I can't get my guns on it.
Крейсер. Беринг 240. Дистанция 3000.
Право руля.
Руль право.
I don't know.
Лево руля.
Руль лево.
The anti-air AI works in mysterious ways. Okay.
крейсер. Пелинг 260.
There's a Helena right there, but I'm not even going to get...
Цель. Легкий
There's a ship
крейсер.
over there as well, isn't there?
260.
No, again, my Sherbakov is stock. I only just GEDA armor-piercing shells to make it myself easier. So I do not have parts for FP yet. But I should have it soon.
Противников не наблюдаю, горизонт чист.
Very soon. Yep, somebody wants to join. Phoenix, okay. Should probably play against Americans, yeah. So, let's actually just, for a quick second, look at the differences. The closest ship to the Scherbakov is a Sverdlov. I believe, yeah. Project 68 BIS. So anti-armored is 6 dual 100s and 16 dual 37s, which goes to 8. So you lose half of your 37s, but gain the 6 quadruple 45s. You also lose your torpedoes. Is the weight the same? No, you're lighter. Crew count is... Look, crew count doesn't really matter that much. Where does it say? 1270. 1270, identical crew count. Let's actually look at the armor. 10mm deck on Sherbakov, 50mm deck underneath it. 100mm belt. And other pieces of 100mm armor. 20mm nose armor. And what is the internal armor? This 120mm plate at the front. 30mm, 130mm barbettes. 30mm bridge. 65mm 175 front. Okay. And what is the Sverdlov? 100mm belt, 20mm nose, 50mm deck and 10mm deck on top of that. Same bridge armor, same barbette armor, same turret armor. The same frontal bulkhead, yes. So armor-wise, they're pretty much identical. I am not sure if the internals are identical when it comes to... let's actually see what the armor piercing. And let's find these crew compartments. There's none in between the two front turrets on the Sverdlov. There's one there. There's not one there. There should be one there, surely, yep. Then probably not because funnel. There's one there, yeah. There's one in front of the turrets. No, there wasn't one in between the turrets either. Nope. So let's take a look at Scherbakov. In front of the turrets. No. Actually, it should just tell me if I go... None in between. One there. There shouldn't be one here because funnels. As expected, then there's going to be one in between the funnels. Yes. There's going to be one here. There shouldn't be. Oh, there is one there. There's probably one there on the Sverdlov as well. I'll double check. There we go. So the internals are pretty much the same. The only difference being that your medium range anti-air is bigger. Kind of a heavier medium anti-air battery, but you lose the torpedoes. It also seems a bit slower. But I'm not entirely sure on that. Anyways, Phoenix is ready. Why do you keep up daring me, Phoenix? Please. Almost close to parts. Can I do the crew? Because I really want to get the expert crew soon. Not yet. Yeah, well, 6-3 it is. Jiminy, why the idea of 0 AA crew accuracy might be better is because with less accuracy, the gunners will scatter their shots more, which might be more difficult to dodge. I'm not entirely sure on that, but that might be the case. Because the AI gunners are actually really easy to dodge, as long as your aircraft is fast enough and agile enough. Like, because what AI gunners do, if you can see before you're going in an air arcade battle, and you know the lead indicator put on the aircraft, the AI gunners will always shoot directly at the lead indicator. The problem is, if you really want to try and test this, you somehow have to get 2 identical ships. One with 0 anti-air crew accuracy and one with full. And that you'll need 2 players for that somehow have the same ship. It might be a bit difficult to do.
Боевая готовность номер 1. Боевым сменам заступить.
I don't like spawning on this side of the island.
Руль лево на борту.
Линейный корабль. Пелинг 20. Дистанция 14 тысяч.
Боевая тревога.
But I think even with full anti-air accuracy, I don't know how much it scatters. That's actually something I should try and look into. Well, you know what will be a good chance? French ships. What I'm going to do is with the French ships, because my French naval crews are practically unleveled. I might do that, yeah. When the French tree gets introduced, I'm going to see what is their best anti-air ship, and just not level the anti-air crews on like one of my crew slots, and see what that'll do. That might be something I'll actually try and do. Hoping that the French Navy actually gets decent anti-air ships. This is the main reason I don't like spawning like this on this island, because I want to get behind the island. I can stay out of gunnery range. But I think I'll just deal with it now. Of course, what else I could do is just buy a new crew slot for example, my Japanese Navy. And just GE some crew XP and see what that'll do. But that's kind of expensive if I were to do that. So I think I'll do it with the French Navy when it comes out. This Sherbakov is not going to stay with me for too long, I think. What if I'm sailing around this island? Yeah, I can. But I kind of want to do the test with like different levels in the anti-air crew. And that would still be expensive. I could indeed do it, well, I could just buy a new crew slot, put an anti-air ship in it, and give you the max crew with a level 0 crew, the difference between that. But that's... I kind of want to try and do it more gradually. Yeah, exactly. But the other thing is that these zombies tend to just shoot at targets they see or have a better line of sight towards. Also, the tunnel got sunk. Yeah, I'm gonna go down real quick in the Scherbakov. The annoying part is the first spawn on this spawn point is just too far beyond this island to really turn behind it. Especially in a stock ship that can't turn too quick. But yeah. That's gonna be my Sherbakov lost. Oh well, I still have a Chapayev. And yeah, they fixed the 3 spawns on the French cruiser a while ago now. They also fixed the fact that it didn't reload its ready racks. That's good. And that is my Scherbakov gun.
Стоп, машины!
Oh, there's also enemy battleships. We do not have any battleships. I see an enemy battleship. Ooh boy. Chapayev it is. Also, this is one of those maps where they reworked the spawn points on. I am not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of how these 2 spawns both go here.
Лево на борт!
That's very annoying. Because that is not where you want to go in a cruise. What's the point in having 2 spawn points if they both immediately point you towards the same point? Just put the other one a bit further to the left. Also, this destroyer spawn put over here is really awkward, because if you spawn here, it spawns you going directly east. Like, I've played this map a few times now with frigates and destroyers. It just... Why do you spawn facing directly east? Or I think you actually face going like towards here, just behind C. Same for this side, but it's really awkward because you don't. The reason you spawn there is not to go to C, it's go to the B and A area. So I think this is one of those maps where they kind of messed up the new spawns.
Цель. Легкий крейсер.
Пелинг 360. Дистанция 10 тысяч.
Легкий крейсер. Справа. Дистанция.
Well, so you can see the shell ejections from these turrets. Boop.
Прямо руль.
Руль прямо.
I quite like fighting around the A and B area and cruisers and destroyers. Yeah. Actually, C isn't that bad of a spot either, but the zombie horde has completely ruined it. This map is really fun if you're actually facing players, because most players just go to the B and A area. So if you spawn alone going to C, that can be quite fun. But yeah, since all the zombies now go to like this open area, it's not that much fun. I think the spawn points before the zombies just crashed into this island and into this island. Which arguably is better, because then the zombies just can't be in a battle. Oh well. See, if you sail behind this island, the zombies aren't shooting you.
Дистанция 11
Except for, of course, if you go far enough forward.
Цель. Тяжелый крейсер.
Пелинг
It's
20.
a cruiser, but it's so far away.
9 тысяч.
That's better. Oh yeah. I don't really play Naval Arcade all that much. I should maybe try it a bit more. I can't deal with the aircraft spawns in Naval Arcade.
Тяжелый крейсер.
Пелинг
The P8s in Naval Arcade just haunt my dreams.
легкий крейсер.
If you think that gas in tank battles is bad, imagine 3 P8s dropping a 5,000 kilo bomb every 30 seconds. And then, yeah.
Противник сбавляет ход. Наблюдаю крен и дифферент.
I don't know if you know how fast it goes in AB, but I think... Is it in the 80s or in the 90s? I want to say it's in the 80s.
Легкий крейсер.
Пелинг 40. Дистанция 10 тысяч.
Право руля.
Легкий крейсер. Спереди.
You say that, but I actually quite like using torpedoes in realistic. Because if you manage to get a good torpedo drop-off in realistic, you are going to hit something. Because the enemy ships just get no warning unless they're looking out for torpedo trails.
Руль право.
Then again, the warning in arcade is... Actually, the warning in arcade is long enough for you to actually do something about it. At least if you're in a fast and agile ship too.
Легкий крейсер. Дистанция 11 000.
What actually... It's a Wyoming that shot Phoenix. Okay, I'm dead.
Есть попадание.
Лево на борт.
Руль лево на борту.
Mercy.
Прямо руль.
Руль прямо.
Есть поражение.
Легкий крейсер.
Something's capturing
Справа.
B.
Дистанция 10 000.
Цель. Легкий крейсер.
Пелинг 40. Дистанция 12 000.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Let's hope the enemy battleship doesn't go looking here again. Well, something clearly is looking here, and I think it's at Helena.
Легкий крейсер.
Пелинг 40. Дистанция 12 000.
There's a boat in B, good to know. Why I didn't go for A before, I do not understand. All those shells were short.
Легкий крейсер. Справа. Дистанция 11 000.
Право на борт.
There goes the boat that was on B.
Попадание!
Легкий крейсер. Справа. Дистанция 11 000.
Есть попадание!
I'd still say that the Helena between the two is a better ship,
Прямо руль.
because it's roughly equal in firepower, it's way tankier, and sits at a lower battle rating.
Есть поражение!
Право руля.
Руль право.
Есть
Yep.
попадание!
What did you get shot by? Yeah.
Попадание! Имеем повреждения! Есть попадание!
Yeah, I guess you could say that. That the Des Moines class has a higher potential.
Легкий крейсер. Спереди. Дистанция 11 000.
Попадание!
I am baffled why the coastal player just only went to B and didn't capture A. I do kind of really need to deal with this Helena.
Есть накрытие!
Легкий крейсер. Справа. Дистанция 10 000.
Право на борт.
Попадание!
Yeah. It's a good thing you can hammer at the moment.
Something fast. The enemy will win.
Руль право на борту.
This Helena is starting to work on my nerves. So let's try and deal with it, but I'm overshooting, I think.
Слева. Дистанция 6 000.
The enemy controls most of the
I also
strategic
lost a lot of speed.
Поражение!
Because of the damage, but I'm gonna just deal with his helmet before repairing.
Есть поражение!
Let's start repairs.
Аварийным группам приступить к борьбе за живучесть.
So I don't think that... There goes the fire. Fire midships, boy. Get that helmet going down.
Цель — легкий крейсер.
Yeah, if the frame rate is dropping, my connection is kind of jank. Although it should have been stable for the last few bits. But if all of a sudden there's just frames missing, or like a few seconds missing, or it jumped, that is just a problem on my end. Mostly.
Цель выведена из строя!
Armor went down.
Внимание! Имеем серьезные повреждения!
We are, however, losing.
Торпедоносец!
I think that's mainly down because they have battleships, several of them. Yeah, engine fire is quite scary, but luckily it didn't do much. Oh,
Осушить отсеки.
aircraft spotted. Let's repair the anti-air guns, which Bayev doesn't actually have all that many.
Наблюдаю пожары.
Oh, 111, okay.
Беринг 360.
Should be pretty easy to shoot down. What is my... Oh, I have tons of 37s just along the side.
About to counterattack.
Лево руля.
Руль лево.
Внимание! Имеем серьезные повреждения.
Actually, let me see if I can see an ordnance below him.
Цель — торпедоносец.
I see...
Беринг 360.
It isn't carrying torpedoes, is it?
7000.
No, it does look like big bombs underneath it.
Линкор.
I think that's what I could see.
Дистанция 10 000.
But if he's trying to carry a Fritz X, that's not the way you... No, that's torpedoes. You would not be flying that low if you're carrying bombs. Yeah, that guy's carrying torpedoes. That is... okay.
Легкий крейсер.
Беринг 60.
I mean, I respect it, but it's definitely not a good idea.
Тяжелый крейсер.
Where did he go? Oh, there he is.
Дистанция 8000.
There he is. Is he just not within range for my anti-air guns? And he got shot down.
Машины назад.
And now my anti-air guns start shooting at
Руль прямо.
Цель — тяжелый крейсер.
a Graf Spee.
Дистанция 8000.
Time to poke it.
Дистанция 11 000.
Should be able to sink it.
Внимание! Имеем серьезные повреждения. Есть поражение.
Are they bots as well, the Grafs?
Попадание.
It wouldn't be so quick to say that yet.
Попадание.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Just keep an eye on the cap, because I really do need to get into it.
Право на борт.
Руль право на
I
борт.
see the Nuremberg in the rear as well.
Внимание!
Be af- oh.
Имеем серьезные
The Graf is gonna go down soon.
Легкий крейсер.
So let's...
Беринг 40. Дистанция 7000.
You know what? I respect it. The HE-111 actually managed to get a torpedo kill. Most likely on a bot still, but yeah, he actually got close enough to aim a torpedo at something.
Цель утратила боеспособность. Цель выведена.
And there we go, 2 for 1,
Право руля.
Руль право.
pretty much.
Цель — тяжелый крейсер.
Беринг 60. Дистанция.
Yeah, that's just gonna be a human player, just they're both in the squad.
Внимание! Имеем серьезные повреждения.
Легкий крейсер. Спереди. Дистанция 11 000.
Есть поражение.
Can I get him to B? Yes, I can.
Противник
That's a Des Moines.
Наблюдаю крен и дифферент.
Легкий крейсер. Спереди. Дистанция 10 000.
Can I capture B before tickets completely go to 0 though? Gonna be a close one. Enemy aircraft up. Dornier 217.
Цель. Легкий крейсер.
Беринг 40. Дистанция 6000.
Getting shotted by whoever this guy is. I should be able to get a gap before tickets go to 0.
Машины назад.
Aircraft destroyed, really? Okay. Okay, we didn't. I couldn't get the gap in time. That's a shame. Yeah, my connection's like skipping frames every now and then. Let's see that. Should be fine. Let me actually see, but I didn't think they do. I think only the Kurovs have scout planes. Chapayev doesn't. Let's go with the replacement. Sherbakov doesn't. Yeah, I think, you know why none of them probably get scout planes? Is because they're all, there's 1950, 1952, 1986. I think, like, this is no longer the air, like, scout planes kind of went out of fashion as soon after World War II. So that's why they probably didn't. Well, the Kurovs are still World War II cruisers. So that's why they have, that's not what I wanted, it's why they still have scout planes. I'll sell the materials after the stream. Although I'm not entirely sure if I want to go for the French car or not. Still. Also, I'm probably not, because I've grinded quite a bit for the Sherbakov, and I'm probably not going to be playing War Thunder too much the next few days. And off we go. Some of his vehicles are broken, apparently. There we go. Well, I need quite a few more levels to actually be able to expert the crew in the Scherbakov. African Gulf, okay. So we're going to spawn late, because we don't want to get caught by all the zombies. Skipped a few frames again, didn't it? And we're just gonna wait for all the zombies to spawn first. Up against a 3-man squad, that's going to be rough. Well, it might be rough. Just a few more, please. And now we'll spawn.
По местам стоять.
And of course I spawn all on the side I didn't want to be.
Лево на борт.
Руль лево на борту.
Цель.
Battle cruiser.
Тяжелый крейсер.
Yeah, boy, 100 ton. And a battleship.
Дистанция 9.
That's a Kaiser.
Боевая тревога.
That's a ship. Oh boy. That is just a Scharnhorst sailing out there.
Цель. Тяжелый крейсер.
Fun times.
280. Есть накрытие. Противник сбавляет ход. Наблюдаю крен и дифферент.
Okay. I just saw 13% of my crew disappear because that frontal crew segment went away. Keep turning.
Дистанция 12 000.
I don't know, I'm just trying. I don't know if the Newport News is actually one-shottable from this range. God, such a cluster. It also just doesn't help that the zombies have zero like programs for trying to avoid ships. Like their navigation is just terrible.
Машины назад.
Jesus.
Тяжелый крейсер.
I'm just gonna slow to a halt and let them pass.
Enemy forces have captured a zone. The enemy
And of course then we spawned a coastal vessel somewhere.
Аварийный трюмный группа
Captured
приступить
B&B.
к борьбе за живучесть.
Есть попадание!
This is a different Des Moines than the one I shot at earlier. The other one's still in the back there.
Серьезные повреждения! Попадание!
Самый полный.
Есть поражение!
Прямо руль.
Катер!
I'm on fire near these secondaries.
Дистанция 7000.
Well, that tells you can indeed detonate a Newport News from that range.
Противник сбавляет ход. Наблюдаю крен и дифферент.
Прямо на борт. Цель. Тяжелый крейсер.
I get the feeling I'm getting shot at by something big.
8000.
the enemy's getting closer to victory.
Руль прямо.
Take him down!
Трюмной группе осушить отсеки.
What's the... Oh, have they finally gone through with the ammo elevator bug fix? That's great. Oh, they have. Fantastic. That's no longer something to worry about then. I say as my magazine just explodes. Okay then. Ouch. I need to deflood. Fires is out, that's good.
Дистанция 11000.
But I've already been reduced to 18% crew,
Лево руля.
which is not good.
Сбавляет ход. Наблюдаю крен
That Newport News has been dealt with.
Право руля. Цель. Легкий крейсер.
280. Дистанция 6000.
Трюмной группе спрямить крен.
Внимание! Критические повреждения. Наблюдаю пожары.
This is why I don't like spawning on the northern side of the fleet, like spawning up top. Preferably, if I spawn in cluster, I really want to spawn down the south end of it. I don't have to try and maneuver through all of these bots. Okay, deflooding has happened.
240. Дистанция 5000. Попадание.
I can deal with the slight
Enemy, they're winning.
reload debuff because of the ammo elevators being destroyed. My 37s are shooting at something. Oh, it's because their coastal went all the way to A as well.
Дистанция 9000.
They have 3, at the very least. Yeah, it's a 703 man squad facing. Jesus. So yeah, when you squad up, the matchmaker always tries to find a squad of either the same size or one size smaller. So they paired up a 2-man 6-0 squad with a 3-man 7-0 squad.
Наблюдаю крен и дифферент.
Seems fair. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Yeah, well.
Дистанция 6000. Есть накрытие.
Wait, they have 2? Wait, they have 4 battleships?
Линкор.
Белен 280. Дистанция
Well then.
9000. Попадание.
Do we have any? Nope. Oh, well, as long as we're not the ones getting shot at, it's fine.
Попадание. Наблюдаю пожары. Легкий
But at this point, I'd be shocked if we actually managed to win this.
Есть.
Право руля.
Руль право.
Battleship is about to enter A. One.
Цель.
They have 5 battleships. I thought the Disco was the same dreadnought as over there. They have 2 Alaskas, a Scharnhorst, and 2 dreadnoughts. We have none. This is some very stacked matchmaking.
Есть накрытие. Линейный крейсер. Белен 280. Дистанция 8000.
And whilst the Russian guns might be good, I don't think they quite have the punch to deal with dreadnoughts.
Есть накрытие.
Not the 6-inch guns, at least.
Цель выведена из строя. Есть накрытие.
He's gonna
Вступить к
repair.
борьбе за живучесть.
Попадание.
You say that, but I can... You know, I'll just fire this AP salvo and reload into HE. Because I think I can actually maybe pan the upper belt. You know what? Let's go to options. No, it's not options, controls, isn't it? There we go. And we are going to start raining it down on them.
Есть накрытие. Дистанция 7000. Есть накрытие. Есть накрытие.
It is very possible that none of our team has battleships. Because that is not how matchmaking works. They don't... They just... As long as all the vehicles in the match are within a 1.0 BR bracket, it doesn't matter what the balance is between them. It is very possible that they have 5 battleships and we have none.
Есть накрытие.
Oh, is that an AP salvo with my name on it at 18% crew? Oof. I did not lose a single crew percentage. I am lucky.
Линкор. Белен 300.
I'm probably not going to be lucky for too much longer.
Есть накрытие.
Руль право на...
Есть накрытие. Противник сбавляет ход. Наблюдаю крен дифферент. Опасно малая глубина прямо по курсу.
There's another AP salvo. There goes 4%.
Прямо руль.
Руль вперед.
Приступить к борьбе за живучесть.
Легкий крейсер.
Should bounce up here.
300. 6000. Опасно малая глубина прямо по курсу.
Лево на борт.
Руль лево на борту.
Because this guy is not repairing his secondaries, I can't do anything with my high explosive either.
Внимание! Критические повреждения.
I started my repairs and put deflooding a while ago. Okay then.
Лево руля.
Руль лево.
I am somehow surviving the Alaska shooting me, so it's something.
Есть попадание. Наблюдаю пожары. Есть накрытие. Катер. Мерен. 260.
Coastal vessel.
3000. Попадание.
And the Alaska's having some serious issues with his aim.
Цель выведена из строя. Есть поражение.
Oh.
Линейный корабль.
Yeah.
Мерен. 320. Дистанция 4000.
Цель. Линейный крейсер.
Мерен. 260. Дистанция 5000.
And I'll sink one more south away. And that's game. 5 battleships against 0. Who could have seen that one coming?
Покинуть корабль.
And they also had a coastal player capturing all the zones. Good stuff. Do a decent chunk of RP at least. Getting closer to Sverdlov. Sherbakov has slightly better RP modifiers, I just noticed. Same as it has the same modifiers as the Kutuzov, okay then. Oh boy, are we ready for a round 2? This game surely thinks we are. Again, I'm going to spawn late. Same 3-man squad, it's another 7-0 match. But you can maybe hope that this 2-man squad is also battleships. Maybe. Yeah, it's the same Alaska Scharnhorst Dreadnought squad there. On the exact same map. I'm gonna just spawn already and pray I spawn down south. I spawn at the rear, that's also fine. We have a communa, thank the Lord.
Лево на борт.
We have a battleship.
Цель. Тяжелый крейсер.
Пелинг.
Is he part of the squad?
Дистанция 10000.
No, the squad hasn't spawned in yet.
260. Дистанция 10000.
Ah, there we go, we have battleships.
Прямо руль.
Руль прямо.
Цель. Эсминец.
A Yugiri? Why would you spawn a Yugiri here?
Дистанция 10000. Линейный корабль. Пелинг.
Like the Yugiri has all 3 spawn points to choose of and it chooses the top one?
Руль лево.
Who is that? That's... Why?
Трюмной группе осушить отсеки.
Yugiri doesn't have torpedoes. It only has the 5-inch guns. Let's see.
Имеем повреждения.
Oh well. There's the Yugiri, there's the Yugiri.
Цель. Эсминец.
Пелинг. 280. 9000. Тяжелый крейсер. Пелинг. 220.
No, the thing is, he's not in a squad, he's just here. No, not that one, it's Bites to Dust. He's not in a squad of anybody.
Противник сбавляет ход.
I just exist.
Трюмной группе осушить отсеки.
And the way it's sailing also doesn't indicate it's a bot because it immediately turned full broadside to try and run away. Am I still locked onto it? Actually, it's currently hugging that
Легкий крейсер.
Sherbakov. Might be a bot. That is a very... That still doesn't make sense. How is it in this match? It's a 7-0 match.
Лево руля.
How would there be a bot Yugure here?
Противник сбавляет
Actually, let me take a look at the player card, alright? That seems human enough. It's on the not exactly good, but it's human enough. Baltimore's pretty... Ooh, Baltimore's pretty bad. Is Yugure here? The thing is, the Helena player card looks alright. The rest of the stuff doesn't. Also, I should have been watching what I was doing. Because I'm getting shot at by somebody over there now.
Лево на борт.
Руль лево на борту.
Цель. Тяжелый крейсер.
Берег 280. Дистанция 9000. Внимание! Имеет серьезные повреждения.
I'm already dead, basically. Okay.
Внимание! Критические повреждения.
Прямо руль.
Might be, but it still doesn't explain why the Yugure is in a 7-0 match. It's a Congo burn squad, nice. And I'm already sunk. Very nice.
Корабль теряет плавание.
So is that an actual human Sherbakov shooting me?
Низкое плавание. Внимание! Критические повреждения.
Nevada? What? Where's the Nevada? Oh, that's the Nevada. I thought it was a Helena looking at the camo. That might explain it. Again, I'm going to stick with 6-0. I'm going to keep playing the Sherbakov for this stream. Although I might actually change my mind. Because we have shown off the Sherbakov a fair bit now.
Лево на борт.
Руль лево на борту.
Actually, also... Funny you say that, Scout, because the Yugure is the one Japanese destroyer I don't like. I don't like Fletchers.
Цель. Легкий крейсер.
Берег 260. Дистанция 7000.
What is this match? Just what is this match? 'Cause I blatantly don't understand it anymore.
Попадание.
Yeah.
Прямо руль.
Руль прямо. Бомбардировщик. Спереди. Дистанция 9000.
That's a spay, okay.
Лево
I
руля.
keep seeing that bridge and thinking crunch that, but no, that's a spay.
Берег 260. Дистанция 8000. Есть попадание.
Руль лево.
Whereas here, Commune is also taking the approach of just to run away. They have either... It's an aircraft I haven't see. Because I could see a plane on my radar in the Sherbakov. That's actually the one thing that's also an improvement over the Sverdlov and Sherbakov. The Sherbakov has radar. Also, Sverdlov doesn't.
Право. Дистанция 7000.
Противник сбавляет ход. Наблюдаю крен и дифферент.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
There goes the Yugure.
Есть накрытие.
Enemy aircraft up as well.
Легкий крейсер. Спереди. Дистанция 10000.
A 288 probably already climbed above 5,000 meters, so we can't hit him.
Цель.
At
Тяжелый
least that's
крейсер.
kind of what it looks like.
Берег 280. Дистанция 8000.
Руль право.
This match is breaking my head.
Есть попадание.
I don't understand anymore, and I think I should stop asking what's going on.
Дистанция 8000.
Why here? Why did you spawn here? You have 3 spawn points to choose from. There's objectively the best ones all the way down there.
Тяжелый крейсер. Право. Дистанция.
I'm confused. So, no, that's a Clemson. That's literally a reserve.
Цель. Тяжелый крейсер.
Цель. Дистанция 8000.
I am so lost.
Попадание.
Право руля.
Есть поражение. Внимание! Критические повреждения в машине.
Behavior of the Des Moines also looks like
Пожар машина.
a human Des Moines. Because, of course, Des Moines being Des Moines blows up. I guess it's Newport News, but same class anyways.
Легкий крейсер.
Oh, there goes one of my shell rooms. Let's stop the flooding.
Легкий крейсер.
Actually fire, range what's going on. I fat fingered the 7. That's not good. There we go.
Пожар в погребах.
Трюмной группе осушить отсеки.
Руль прямо.
Внимание! Имеем серьезные повреждения. Попадание! Имеем повреждения. Внимание! Критические повреждения в машинном.
Was that the Des Moines I just wrecked? Was it? It was, yeah.
Трюмной группе спрямить крен.
Внимание! Критические повреждения.
Право на борт.
Бомбардировщик. Справа. Дистанция 6000.
Yeah.
Руль право на борту.
Внимание! Критические повреждения.
Цель. Тяжелый крейсер.
What did I just get shot by?
Дистанция 9000.
Nope, the fire put itself out immediately.
Приступить к борьбе за живучесть.
What's that aircraft?
Бомбардировщик. Спереди.
F-84. Oh, please don't go for me.
Прямо руль.
He's going for the Bayern, by the looks of it.
Воздух.
No.
Цель.
F-84 has just gone away again.
280.
I really don't want to mess with any of the battleships.
We must counterattack.
Руль прямо.
Внимание! Критические повреждения в машинном. Корабль потерял ход.
Приступить
Come
к
over
борьбе
there.
за живучесть. Цель. Легкий крейсер.
300. Дистанция 8000.
There's another aircraft incoming.
Критические повреждения.
Лево руля.
Oh no, it's an aircraft on B.
Легкий крейсер. Справа. Дистанция 7000.
Цель. Легкий крейсер.
300. 7000.
Also, I have permanently lost my second turret, and there is a battleship shooting me. Yeah, because the shell room got detonated on that second turret, so I've just lost it.
Бомбардировщик. Впереди. Дистанция 5000.
Право руля.
Руль право.
That thing is just turning circles. I think all that's left is battleships now, isn't it?
Цель.
There's still a cruiser.
Легкий крейсер.
Беринг 300. Дистанция 7000.
Цель. Линкор.
Cruiser I completely managed to miss, apparently.
Дистанция 9000. Есть накрытие.
How many times are I going? The ladder is just circling on the water. I think I'm gonna wait for it to come around again. Maybe blap it, maybe.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Линкор.
Pay attention to some possible cruisers, maybe. Ooh, no, that's a battleship.
300. Дистанция
But it is looking at me. So I guess we fire back.
Линкор. Справа. Дистанция 9000.
Цель. Эсминец.
That's the Leopard.
300. Дистанция 7000.
That's another reserve.
Есть попадание.
Трюмной группе осушить отсеки.
I'm going to shoot a Leopard because it's an easier target than a battleship. This is starting to hurt me. I just don't understand what's going on in this match.
Трюмной группе спрямить крен. Право руля.
Есть попадание.
Линкор. Спереди. Дистанция 6000.
Есть поражение.
Isn't that one of the guys with the battleship? What?
Есть накрытие.
Цель.
No.
Штурмовик.
Nope. There goes the F-84.
260. Дистанция 3000.
Легкий крейсер. Справа. Дистанция 4000.
Is that a... That's just a Congo, right? That's not the Fuso, is it? No, that could be the...
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
I don't know what it is, but I think it might be the Fuso.
Попадание.
That is the Harana.
Цель. Линкор.
Беринг 300. Дистанция 6000.
Capture B, but it's a bit too late.
Приступить к борьбе за живучесть.
We need to capture A as well.
Попадание.
Легкий
Or C, actually.
Справа. Дистанция 4000.
Есть поражение. Цель выведена из строя.
Руль лево.
Yeah, okay. It was an Ostfriesen, the Artisan.
Руль прямо.
Цель. Линкор.
Беринг 320. Дистанция
Окей.
9000.
Спереди.
Enemy aircraft up.
8000.
Лево руля.
Руль лево.
An Arado. That is not going to end well for us.
Цель. Линкор.
Беринг 320. Дистанция 6000. Попадание. Есть поражение.
Yeah, you flew a bit too close to the sun there.
Попадание. Воздух.
And still managed to get a bomb off on the Congo. And that's game over. That was such a confusing match. Just what? We saw ships going from reserve destroyers to top tier battleships, all in one match. Madness. And I think to save both my sanity and that of Phoenix, we're probably going to change to a different lineup now. I think we've seen enough of the Scherbakov. Although I haven't yet been in a situation where I can really test out its anti-armament, I'll probably still make a separate video on the Sherbakov anyways, once I've spaded it. But yeah, Phoenix, if you want to do another lineup, we can. Whatever you feel like, Phoenix. Whatever you feel like. I'll just see what I can join with. Like, overall, the Scherbakov, first impressions of it's a solid cruiser. Stock, it's a bit slow and sluggish. It's quite slow, actually. What is its speed? It's 51, 53, then goes to 56. Almost 60. 4-7? Sure, I would love to do some 4-7 destroyers. Do I have a line for that ready? I do not. Let's swap this one over for a 4-7 lineup. But I would love to do some 4-7 right now. I do need to change this, however, to realistic. And we are going to be playing some 4-7. To detox from what that match just was. Do I have any good... Ooh, I have Corsairs. Is it a good Corsair of bombs? It is, but it's stock, isn't it? Let's get the F6F then. We have the bombs and HRs. And 4-7 DDs it'll be. But now the fun thing is, since we're in destroyers, we can actually choose the good spawn. But that is the third African Gulf in a row. Let's go Metra. I haven't played the Metra in a good while.
All hands to battle stations. Engines, flank speed. Helm, hard starboard. Hard starboard.
Keep forgetting how big of a destroyer the Metra is.
Ships.
Destroyer. Bearing 60. 11,000 meters.
Action station.
Should we go straight here? We shouldn't. We're going to get shot by those zombies. Want to go on the right hand side of the island in front of us.
Helm midships.
Yeah, or something like that.
Destroyer. Bearing 100. 9,000.
Let's get a lead. There we go. Lost lock. A good second there. Need to aim way lower because it takes Michelle some time to get there. Good stuff.
Target identified.
It's going considerably faster.
Enemy hit. Destroyer. Bearing 40. 10,000 meters. We are damaged.
Didn't even know it had a crew compartment that far in the rear. Good to
Target
know.
identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 80. 10,000 meters. Destroyer. Bearing 0. 7,000 meters. Direct hit. Shells on top.
Port your helm. Aye. Steer port. Target identified.
looks like a summoner or a gearing.
80, 7,000 meters.
But I want to get closer.
Hit. We are damaged. Destroyer.
No enemy coastal vessels.
4-0. 11,000 meters.
I don't really need to repair, but let's see if I can maybe repair the funnel as well. That's probably going to be too light damage to actually repair. No, oh, you're going to fill up tier. We are. Didn't even notice yet. So that is also the third full up tier on African Gulf in a row. But again, since we're playing destroyers, we can actually get a good spawn.
Target identified. Light cruiser.
Bearing. 4-0. 9,000 meters.
Starboard your helm. Aye, steer starboard.
Thank you.
It's just quite fast as well from... I didn't remember it being this fast.
4-0. 9,000 meters.
I really want to brawl those destroyers as earlier. Also, I have to remember to turn because the bow is in the way of the gun. Yeah, that as well. But it's also because I went from a stock high-tier cruiser to a spaded destroyer.
Destroyer.
Oh, yes.
1-0-0.
A gearing that close, sure. Put gunners on all targets.
Destroyer.
He's lucky.
2,000 meters.
Engines, all astern. Engines, all stop. Target identified. Destroyer.
Do not, please, Moffat. No, you're not actually doing that, are you? You're not actually just selling broadside onto something. Yeah.
Shows on target.
Target identified.
Oh, they're in a squad.
Bearing. 1-0.
That explains it.
2,000 meters. Enemy hit. Enemy listing at losing speed.
Sailors on fire.
All rounds. We have critically damaged.
Hold your helm.
We are ready. We are hit.
Ah, he's on pair of turrets. Just in time for me to knock him out again.
Enemy hit.
I'm trying to maybe get one of his shower rooms to explode. But I think his squad mate respawn and is trying to shoot me from range. Relock again to get convergence correct. Okay, all my guns are lost.
Control to stations.
We can just back up.
Direct hit. Destroyer. Bearing. 8-0.
Davis.
4,000 meters.
Okay, but if he's gonna go around that corner again, it should be a detonation.
All stop.
For some reason the second gun isn't on target. I'm not seeing a tracer of it. Okay, one of my guns has been taken out. Doesn't help either.
Repair parties, begin damage control.
Gearing has been taken out by his Scorpion Phoenix. Yeah, I think Davis is the one of the frontal vulnerable ammo rack as well. But shells are not being accurate. There we go. Ah, he took me out of the lost salvo.
Vessel is adrift.
But I have 2 other ships to go still.
Below the waterline!
Repair stations. We are critically damaged. Light cruiser. Bearing 2,800 meters. Bearing.
Okay, I wasn't even shooting at that guy, I was shooting at the gearing. And somehow a 5-inch shell found its way straight into his magazine. And I'm going down. BTD, so let's take... Does the Sumner have more anti-air? No, the gearing does. Equip the torpedoes, thank you very much. Because the gearing replaces the rear torpedo tube from the Quad 40.
Hard starboard, aye. Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 100. 9,000 meters.
Seems it took out Phoenix as well, whilst I was respawning.
Helm, midships. Helm, midships, aye. Target identified. Destroyer.
Yeah, I'm aware there's a BTD up, I can see it on radar. It's going on all targets.
Bearing 8,000 meters.
I see the BTD on the top of my screen there. Pop with the VT.
8,000 meters. In it.
We were knocked out in full turn, that's fine. I think this is still in control. I think he just dropped his ordnance, but yeah, he's way out there. Like, the Thunder was already my favorite destroyer before they added the gearing, and this is just so much better. You sacrifice 5 torpedoes for even more DACA.
Bearing 100. 8,000.
Also, me losing my bridge in a full turn there was actually a good thing.
Target identified.
But yeah, that destroyer there is now going to make me a bit annoyed. I need to put out that fire first immediately, because that's one of my turrets.
Control to fire.
That can be detonation.
Control burning compartments.
Somebody attack him! Most of the strategic zones are captured.
These names are being weird. I noticed at last match as well, there's some strange names. It's like they're kind of generated. I'll get a replay from from the match before and show you what I mean. Oh, that's right. There's guest accounts now, isn't there? I don't actually know how those work when it comes to name generation.
Keep it up, and victory will be ours.
Damage control to repair parties. Pump out flooded compartments. Port your helm. Aye, steer port.
There's an aircraft up. It was one of the bots.
160.
Also, vessel.
Starboard.
Game over.
Direct hit.
And got the 183 just in the end there. That was a fun match to actually come back from the 6-0 clubbing. Even though it was full up there still. Let me just quickly... Like a failure breakdown bites the dust. Those are odd names. You know what I mean? They're like very... I don't know. They feel like they're automatically generated to me. Those names. Well, I'm up for doing that again, that's for sure. So off we go to do it again. I'm going to first spawn a gearing. Because the gearing of all its anti-air going to be should be fun. Mm-hmm. 1 meter depth stroke, because 1 meter is fine against most cruisers and destroyers, whilst 4 meter can go under some destroyers, and is only really needed for battleship duties.
Aye, steer port.
Destroyer.
I do think the bridge of the Sumner looks a bit better though, with those round portholes in it.
Action stations. Enemy spotted. Target identified. Destroyer.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a sharp left here, Phoenix, to get into B. I'll let you pass. I'll let you pass. Oop. There goes my radar fire director. I guess. This guy is gonna try and cut in front of us. Maybe. Who knows?
Damage control to stations.
There's a boat on B. With my gunners on all targets. And I'm gonna go to B.
Target identified. Boat.
There's an LS3 around there as well.
Destroy the target. Enemy force.
Enemy hit. Bearing 300. 3,000 feet.
Here's another. What's up with all these German coastals?
Enemy hit. Enemy vessel sunk.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing
I don't see any torpedo trails,
3,000 meters. Near hit.
so we should be fine by just going down this channel. Yep, no torpedo trails.
Port your helm. Aye, steer port.
Nothing there, that's just a destroyer shooting us from over the hills.
280.
Yep.
6,000.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 3,000 meters.
1/3.
Near hit. Shells on target. hit.
I think there's... There we go. This at 12 should be able to capture B. So I'm already going to think about flanking around.
Helm, midships.
Helm midships, aye.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 320. 4,000 meters.
I should be on their flanks pretty soon. If I can get through this channel here.
The Allied forces have captured a zone.
Target identified.
What's
Destroyer.
this?
Bearing
Ooh, Faro. I haven't seen him in a while.
1,000 meters.
That is most certainly a familiar name. And you're about to run into some problems. That's one of the... That's the 6-inch destroyer, isn't it? That's 32? Oh, I'm messing my buttons up.
Destroyer
Looks like a dual turret there.
360. 1,000 meters.
Hmm.
Port all.
Hard port, aye.
Are you going to be pushing into me, or am I going to be the one pushing into you?
Midships.
Helm midships, aye.
Engines. Flank speed.
I'm going to be the one pushing into him. Because I think I can use my torpedoes. And I don't think he can detonate me in one shot.
1,000.
Actually, he might.
Dangerous shallows ahead.
Or he can miss, that's also entirely possible.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Torpedo away.
Let's leave one there.
Enemy hit! Shells on target.
Am I going to hit him with any of my torpedoes? I may... No, I'm not. Unless... Oh, yeah, I am with that torpedo.
Enemy
There we
destroyed.
go, torpedo kill.
Bearing 340. 1,000.
Steer starboard.
Hold your helm.
Direct hit. Direct
That 12, I think, has a rear ammo rack, one of them. Although I can just shoot it in the engines over and over again.
target.
The guy is launching depth charges.
We are damaged.
I also seemed powered myself.
Direct hit.
Helm midships, aye.
So 12, you're either going to go forward or you're going to be blocking my way.
Repair parties begin damage control.
Dangerous shallows ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to have to make a 2-point turn here, I think.
We no longer have the advantage.
Target
The guy's on literally like 0%.
Destroyer.
Be sinking on his own.
340.
There we go.
500 meters. Destroyer. Bearing 340.
Yep.
Shells on target. Enemy destroyed.
Harder starboard.
Hard starboard, aye.
Helm, midships.
Now I can move on to sea. Another coastal. Air attack alert as well. That did not launch it up, okay. Shocking. There we go. Secondary's got him.
Aye, steer starboard.
Target identified.
Beef 110, roger, he's still a ways out.
320. 1,000 meters.
There's Faro again.
Bearing.
Put my gunners on air target only.
Dangerous shallows ahead.
Now it's time to tango.
Target identified.
He's HE to knock out his guns. Preferably knock out his torpedoes as well. There we go.
Direct hit. Enemy
Torpedo needs to be shorter because he's turning in. It is indeed not the Soviet cruiser because we were getting some really bad matches at 6-0. I've already played it for I think an hour and a half, an hour and 15 minutes. And me and Phoenix just decided that, yeah, let's have some fun at 4-7 instead. There we go.
Starboard. All.
Okay.
Engine.
Yeah, we were having full up tiers as well at 6-0. Oh.
We have been. Enemy hit. Target on.
I do actually need to repair my air guns a bit. The Stuka is going for me. But I'm a gearing, it shouldn't get anywhere close.
Helm, midships.
Shells on target. All hands. Enemy vessel sunk.
And there we go.
Bearing 26.
I really like the gearing.
6,000 meters.
Both it and the Sumner are just such good ships. And I am starting to feel bad for now just shooting him. Really should have known the risks of spawning here again.
Enemy hit. Destroyer. 2,000 meters.
Oh, I've been knocked out. Need to relock because convergence is all wonky.
Engines. All stop.
We've been home below the waterline.
Vessel losing.
Very good stuff.
Critical damage. Damage party to breach. All hands. Critical buoyancy. Compartment fully flooded.
All hands, abandon ship.
Now to get into Sumner. And do the same thing again. Yeah, I like the look of the Sumner a bit more.
3,000 meters.
Action stations, enemy spotted. Starboard your helm.
Aye, steer starboard.
Attack the enemy!
In Atlanta, I don't really want to mess with Atlanta, but we can try.
Port your helm.
I already had the feeling that all those shell tracers coming in over the hill was in Atlanta. Oh well.
Helm, hard port.
Hard port, aye.
Sumner does not have an air search radar. Okay then.
Midships.
Helm midships, aye.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Is there a Moffat behind that island somewhere? And they just claimed another victim. And I think this match is just pretty much done. All that's left is the Atlanta over there and probably some other ships over there. But that was a very good run in the gearing. Although 3 of those kills are coastal vessels.
Port your helm.
Aye, steer port.
No more targets.
Ahead!
Oh.
2,000 meters.
Destroyer ahead.
Your helm.
Aye, steer starboard.
Let me mark him. Ooh, there he is.
A little more effort, and victory will be ours.
Oh yes, I'll just go full speed on front of this island. And we are going to have another duel. Load the VT because it's a German destroyer. But we are going to wait on the reload. 2 Atlantis, oh boy. They're most likely bots though, because they've been using bots as well now, the Atlantis. Well, the bots have been using Atlantis. But they should be a fun little...
Destroyer! Port!
Hello.
Meters.
Target identified. Destroy.
Torpedoes in the water.
Enemy listing at losing speed.
I don't see any... They were launched into the side of the island. These decapping B. One made it through. I see the torpedo trail. It should not be hitting me. And there he goes.
Boat! Ahead! 500 meters.
500? That's not ahead. Also, that's not 500 meters.
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
Load the VT.
Boat! Starboard!
Torpedoes away. I see that happening.
Target identified.
All we do is just turn in and start reversing.
300. 1,000 meters.
Actually, no, we keep going forward because that torpedo would have missed if I just kept going forward.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Air attack alert.
Target identified.
Sure.
Torpedo bomber.
Bearing 320. 8,000
It's
feet.
how they call out 111s as torpedo bombers.
Aye!
Actually, is that one equipped? It is equipped with torpedoes. I can see them too.
Enemy destroyed.
There we go.
Course for base.
My connection is doing funny stuff, I see. Just skipping over frames here and there. Should be fine. So, what do we do now? I think we're going to keep at 4-7. But I'm going to try something different. And something a lot more painful. Let's maybe put a backup on my Akizuki. Come Am I close to getting any of the camos? Not in the slightest. I mean, I'm gonna be doing some Akizuki gaming. That's the plan. I think I will finish off the stream with another match in the Sherbakov, though. Actually, he just read it up, so I just go into a battle. Oh boy, I caught it quick enough. We're doing realistic. We're doing realistic. Oh boy. Not that this lineup would be bad in arcade, but I do not want to play Naval arcade. I am not good enough for it. South Africa. Let's hope we aren't up tiered too badly, or this can be quite a rough match. Gonna reduce the NTR cells just a little tad. There we go. What's the Yak 28 again? Is it one of those bombers? I don't remember it. 5-3. Okay. Yeah. I've already looked at the team. One Atlanta, and I think 5-7 full up there. There's a high likelihood me and Phoenix are the only human players on our team. Enemy has no squads at least. Yeah, the Yak 28 is a bomber, okay. Yeah, jet bombers don't really tend to have that many. Actually, no, the B-57s have air brakes. I'm not too familiar with aircraft. Yeah, might be going a bit too fast there, Sky. That is within range, but I don't really want to shoot at them. Not until I can get them on the cap. It's a light cruiser, we definitely don't want to shoot that. Not in the Akizuki at least. Now, what is that? Cool. Gearing? Frank Knox? There goes my bridge. Okay then. Let's come to a halt, get all 4 turrets firing, and start triple firing this guy. Yeah, I was not part of the people lucky enough to get the Scherbakov back when it had a 70mm deck. One day I'll be CC, damn it. One day. I also love that I've been fighting this one single Frank Knox this entire time. In the meantime, my Phoenix already gotten himself 3 kills. Just tearing up whatever's going near B. There goes a turret, that's a shame. I mean, the thing is, I'm still winning this fight. Somehow. We're just continuously knocking out his guns and stuff. Please, Phoenix, do not take this 1 kill away from me. Please do not, because I think I do see your tracers. There we go. Definitely didn't take me like... How many do I start with? 1280? I'm at 820. Definitely didn't take me 500 shells to just put down 1 destroyer. Oh, something I can actually kill with my HE. Once I can actually start hitting him, that is. And there that goes. I know it was an AI, but still. Moffat. As well as a Yacht. Yeah. I got what a feeling the cruiser is starting to close in a bit.
了解折り返し
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
To Atlantis again, oh boy.
前方3000メートル
They don't. I think they're bots Atlantis anyways. Like sure, their firepower is going to be very scary, but they should not be able to cap anything. Oh, and because the yacht is a frigate, my 25s will start opening up on it as well. Yeah. Most frigates actually are pretty tough to high explosive. Oh boy, the cruisers are right there. I can try and maybe charge them with torpedoes.
120
I'm also starting to kind of run my supply of HE low pretty quickly.
修理班損傷への対応を開始
Nope, one Atlantis has been dealt with. Is that guy going to come over here?
魚雷発射管用意
Not sure, so let's just launch like a torpedo or two. Or three.
ターゲット特定重要艦
駆逐艦
If only Japanese ships actually carried AP in their destroyers as well. Could you imagine if these guns actually had AP? Or even SAP?
ターゲットに命中駆逐艦
I don't have a full spread ready yet, but soon.
魚雷発射
There we go. Are they on 1 meter or 4 meter? They're 4 meters, so they're all gonna miss.
砲打本庁制御が失われている
Also, I've lost my bridge again. And of course, the Omaha is shooting me as well. The Atlanta is not coming around the corner. Bad. And there goes my Akizuki. Now to bomb an Atlanta. Or maybe the Omaha. I should actually probably bomb the Omaha, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'm gonna bomb the Omaha because it's shooting Phoenix. There's no real threats heading towards any of the caps. Now, the Omaha's anti-air is actually nothing to scoff at. Especially the... what is the second Omaha again? That's one I'm bombing. It's a Detroit, okay. On my way. Is it actually going to reach before the tickets bleed? It should. And boom, it goes. Well then. I think it's time for my final match of the stream. I did say I was going to keep it a bit shorter than usual, because I have stuff to do tomorrow. And yeah, we'll do one more match in the Scherbakov. Phoenix is going to leave, and I do not blame him, because we were having a terrible matchmaking at 6-0. So off we go for the final match. And that will then also end my streak of just doing a stream a day. I did it just for this event, because I felt like it. But doing a stream every single day is a bit too much. Open ocean map again, but that's fine. We're just gonna wait to spawn until some teammates do. Sherbakov is 6-0. I think it's 6-3 in arcade, and I have to check after the battle. But it's 6-0 in realistic battles. Gonna wait for some people to spawn. Seems like a center spawn. Moffat is a good sign. It might mean that we're not up tier to 7-0. And yep, everybody seems to be spawning in the middle one. So we'll spawn there too. The Moffat lied to me. Because that is a crunch stat. The Moffat blows up my hopes, damn it. And that's a Congo. Scharnhorst. We have a Scharnhorst as well. Yep. Boy. Even though I spawned late, it seems that it's either me or the Helena in front of me that's being the target. Let's try and sink a Des Moines from this range.
Противник сбавляет ход. Наблюдаю крен и дифферент. Попадание. Имеет повреждения. Есть попадание. Подряд погибать!
I am already almost dead. When did I lose all my crew percentage? Where? Oh boy. This is not going to be a long final match, is it? Phoenix took the right choice to leave. I am also just not spanning that Des Moines from this range by the looks of it. I am shook that I'm already at 26% crew. And I think if I sink in the Sherbakov, I'm just gonna leave. Because these open ocean maps are starting to tire me out.
Право руля.
Руль право.
Есть накрытие.
We have 2 Scharnhorsts, okay, that's a bit better.
Есть
Do we have
накрытие.
anything closer to
Цель.
bombard?
Легкий крейсер.
Not really.
Дистанция 12 тысяч.
It's 12 kilometers away. I am not going to shoot it at the Kronstadt.
Цель. Легкий
It's
крейсер.
13 kilometers away.
240. Дистанция 13 тысяч.
Let's get the guns in sync again. There we go.
Есть накрытие.
We should start to deal some damage to this Helena.
Есть попадание. Есть поражение. Есть поражение. Есть поражение.
Doing some good damage to this Helena. Might still get a kill out of this match anyways.
Право.
Matchmaker be damned.
Есть попадание. Есть попадание. Противник сбавляет ход. Наблюдаю крен и
Soon
дифферент.
enough we might sink this Helena. Soon enough. I do quite like the look of the Sherbakov. The Russian cruisers have a certain look to them. Their superstructurals being kind of funky. But Helena's gonna go down, it's fine.
Цель.
Let's try and not
Линейный крейсер.
get too much attention from that Kronstadt.
Дистанция 12 тысяч.
Право на борт.
Руль право на борту. Руль прямо.
Never mind, I think I already have his attention.
Руль право.
But I guess the sooner I sink, the sooner this match can end.
Есть поражение. Есть поражение.
A Harana went down. And the Kronstadt is not quite hitting me just yet.
Противник сбавляет ход. Наблюдаю крен
he's undershooting this Helena quite a bit. So let's just
We're ahead of the enemy.
adjust for that ever so slightly. And there we go. Okay, still not sinking just yet.
Осушить отсеки. Приступить к борьбе за живучесть.
Критические повреждения. Внимание! Повреждение рулевых устройств. Не можно управляться.
Can I sink this Helena as well before the onslaught finishes me off?
Наблюдаю крен и дифферент.
Внимание! Критические повреждения.
Есть попадание.
Внимание! Повреждение рулевых устройств.
There we go.
Пробоины ниже ватерлинии.
That's all the Sherbakov wrote for this match. And I am going to just leave this match as well, because I'm not going to fight 3 more battleships in another identical cruiser on an open ocean map.
Корабль.
So yeah, that was the Scherbakov. I haven't really been able to test its main difference with the Sverdlov being the anti-air firepower. And I also don't own the Sverdlov itself, so I don't really know how useful the torpedoes are. From the few games I've played with these Russian cruisers, I don't think you'll ever really get close enough to use the torpedoes. Overall, the Sherbakov is quite a decent cruiser. 6-inch guns are a bit anemic against the bigger targets. Although within 10 kilometers your penetration is usually enough for any other cruiser. Survivability is quite fragile, having alright belt armor but just no armor above it. Also, it being just a regular non-spaded stock vehicle when you get it is a bit meh. So I guess from this event, that Chinese armored vehicle is probably the most unique reward you could get. And the A7K is probably not too bad either, although I don't take my word on it. I do not know what planes perform like. But it's not like the Sherbakov is a bad ship to get. It's just another ship for your Russian 6.0 lineup. Although for arcade, it's 6.3. So it can pair together with the Kuchezov. Whether those cruisers are 6.3, I don't quite understand. But they are an arcade. And I'm going to leave it at that for tonight, because I do have to be up tomorrow quite early. And I don't really have much else to say about the Scherbakov. Now, before I leave, I do want to say that I am going to from now on, try to stream 3 times a week. That being Friday night, Monday night, and Wednesday night. I'm going to try and do that, because I have other plans on most weekend, like the weekend nights, which can take me quite a few hours. What else? So Monday night, Friday night, Wednesday night. And I'm probably going to go back to just a different lineup every single stream. Maybe alternating between coastal and blue water, depends on what I feel like. Other than that, nothing much to say really. Other than I really need to start working on videos again. But all these streams have started getting my creative juices flowing again. And I do have a day off on Saturday. And I'm going to try and get a video done by then. So thank you all for watching. And I'll be seeing you... Well, tomorrow's a Friday, isn't it? Although I'm quite busy tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow, but definitely on Monday. I'll see you all then.